Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 15 of What If Naruto had the Sharingan and the Byakugan mix. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also go ahead and check out a new episode of What If Naruto joined the Akatsuki that I posted on this channel. And also, go ahead and check out Anime King, where I posted a new episode of What If Tsunade was Naruto's mother, and I also posted a new episode of What If Kurama gave Naruto dojutsu. So go ahead and check out those and enjoy. And if you're new to the channel and this is the first time you hear my voice, and you enjoy the videos on both channels, Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 guys, and be a part of the Anime King family. Thank you all for your help and your support. And remember, if you're new to, comment down below and tell me so I can reply and talk back to all of you. So without further ado, let's get straight into this new episode. So, the last time we left off, Homura and Koharu talked to Jiraiya as they tried to give him the position of Hokage, but Jiraiya didn't want it. But a better idea came to mind. Lady Tsunade, which he was going to find and deliver her back to the village to become the next Hokage. Also, the Sand Village is trying to push back the peace with Konoha, saying that they were tricked by Orochimaru in the invasion. Danzo wanted them to attack the Sand Village for their betrayal and destroy it, because right now the Sand was low on ninjas and it could easily be wiped out, even though Konoha suffered a loss in the battle, but they could still take out the Sand. But the elders didn't want any war and they wanted peace, so they were against that. The Sand also gave them a good piece of information, saying that the Cloud kidnapped Naruto and Sasuke, and it was seen by the three Sand siblings. So Konoha will have to have a talk with the Raikage, or if it turns out the other way, Konoha and the Cloud will be going to war. Naruto and Sasuke then found themselves into one of Orochimaru's bases as they came up with a plan to get something out of this. They were going to act like they want to be a part of it, as they want Orochimaru to train them for them to get strong enough. But at the end, when they finally reach their peak of strength, they will kill Orochimaru and set off by themselves. People in Konoha had no idea where they are now, so it's better. At this rate, no one can interrupt their training to becoming stronger, so the both of them can kill him, Itachi. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the playlist and check it out for yourself. So, without further ado, let's get straight into this new episode. 4 months has passed since Naruto and Sasuke woke up at Orochimaru's base. A lot of things has happened in this 4 months. Tsunade has returned to Konoha as she took on the title of Hokage. Jiraiya was also informed by Kakashi about Naruto and that he is the one with the 9 tails. Sarutobi had told him this before he died, but Jiraiya was so angry about Minato's death, he wasn't really thinking about the 9-tailed demon and the boy that possessed it, as he should have been there to help the boy, to make him learn how to use the power. And Tsunade was giving the report on both Naruto and Sasuke. So they had a talk with the Cloud Village, as it didn't escalate in any war, as the Raikage told them the truth, that they came to kidnap Naruto and Sasuke to bring the bloodline in their village. Danzo wanted to go at war immediately. This is an act of war for stealing a shinobi from a village for their bloodline. But Tsunade calmed everything down, so she asked them where is Naruto and Sasuke now, as he told them that they were taken by Orochimaru. As Tsunade cursed, as she knew that can be true, Orochimaru was always sick when it comes to little kids, wanting to do experiment and all these things. She doesn't know Naruto and Sasuke, but she's sure that they're not dead, seeing that the both of them are 2 last Uchihas, especially what she heard about their strength, and also Naruto with the Hexagon. Orochimaru probably wants that power for himself. So they're probably at some secret underground hide base or something like that, but there is no way they can find them. Orochimaru's base is spread across the 5 nations, as Jiraiya used his spy network to try and find a lead on Orochimaru, but he had no luck, as Sakura was sad. Her two teammates were gone. Team 7 was no more. It was just her and Kakashi, who was pissed off that his two students were taken. And Tsunade offered to train Sakura after Sakura heard about her legendary strength. Sakura came to her for help as she wanted to be there. She wanted to be strong so she could bring back Naruto and Sasuke. So we start this episode with Naruto as he was leaning against a tree. Currently, him, Teiwaya, and Sasuke was on a mission as they were supposed to gather some important files for Orochimaru at Rika Town, a small village where a scientist is there working on something that Orochimaru wants to get his hands on. Currently, Teiwaya was in the tree while Naruto was leaning on the tree as Sasuke was sitting down. So, let's get this over with, shall we? Said Sasuke. Naruto activated his hexagon as he scanned the area, and there was no one there. No guards, no one protecting the place. As he found the building, these 4 months, his hexagon range is farther than any Byakugan than any Hyuga member possessed. Naruto can see at a wide range, as he could see through the entire village from here to the end of the village. Even though it was a small village, its range is quite depth because of the Sharingan mixing with the Byakugan. I found him, said Naruto, as he saw the lab. There was a mark on the scientist. There was an X on his cheek, so Naruto knew him specifically. Alright, let's get this over with already, said Teiwaya as she got up. You know, the both of you can just stay here. I can take care of this, said Sasuke. And why the hell should we do that, shithead? Said Teiwaya. What is with you and all this cursing? Naruto asked. And who gives a damn about you, shit? She couldn't get to finish that sentence as a sword was at her neck, as Naruto was in front of her with a smile on his face as she gulped and looked at him. So what are you going to do? She said. Naruto chuckled as he retracted his sword. Don't worry, you know I would never harm you, Naruto said with a smile on his face. So don't do that again, shithead, she said, as Naruto chuckled. Alright, let's go, he said, as the three of them went off. The scientist was currently in his lab. His name was Zeno, as he was working on a lot of things. As Zeno was smiling, after 15 years, I finally find a way to use it, said Zeno, with a giant grin on his face, as he had some paper in his hands. And these papers will get me to that point, he said. Hey, said a voice, as Zeno quickly turned around to see the three of them standing there. Who the hell are you, and how did you get in here? As there was a guard at Zeno's door, which he paid to watch over him and keep him safe. Zeno then narrowed his eyes as he saw the guard on the ground. As he looked at the three of them, what the hell do you want? He asked. Well, said Naruto, we're here for your research. Research? How does a bunch of kids like you know about my research? Said Zeno. Screw this, said Teiwaya, as she pulled out a small pocket knife as she threw it at Zeno. Zeno quickly jumped to the side as the knife sliced him on his shoulder. He was a scientist, he wasn't a ninja, so he had no fighting skills as he clutched onto his bleeding arm. In an instant, Sasuke appeared in front of him with his katana drawn as he placed the katana at Zeno's neck. Where is it? Sasuke asked. Zeno gulped. If I tell you, will you promise not to kill me? Said Zeno. Sure thing, said Naruto. Just tell us where it is and we'll leave. Alright, said Zeno. It's over there in that locked box. Here is a key, as he took a key from around his neck and threw it, as Teiwaya caught it as she went over to the box. As she looked at the papers, as she looked for a specific word, DNA splicing, that Orochimaru told her to look for. As she found the specific word, she smiled as she locked back the box. Alright guys, this is it. Let's go. As Sasuke retracted his sword from Zeno, Sasuke walked off, as Naruto walked off as well. As Zeno gulped. Now he's safe. He can continue his research somewhere else. If they had taken his life, he wouldn't be able to do it. Oh, one more thing, said Naruto, as he ran through one-handed hand sign, fire style, red streaming flame, as Naruto released a stream of red flame, burning Zeno to crisp as Naruto burned down the entire lab. Now let's go, said Naruto, as they headed off. Hopping from tree to tree, going back to the hideout, Teiwaya says she has to use the bathroom, so she went off. As Sasuke walked up to Naruto, "You alright?" Sasuke asked. "Yeah, I'm fine. It's just killing people in this way and trying to act like we don't care. It's all for the sake of our revenge, Naruto. We need to get stronger. And as you have seen, Orochimaru is the only one capable of making us strong to the point where we can take down him." "Yeah, you're right," said Naruto. "But all these missions, they're all gruesome. We have to kill everyone and not leave everyone alive." "I know," said Sasuke, "but we have to play tough cool." As the both of them stood there for a couple of minutes waiting for Teiwaya, as she finally arrived back, as Naruto smirked, "Hey, what took you so long?" As a embarrassing blush came on her face. "Hey, shut the hell up," she said, "and let's go." As they all headed from tree to tree again, went in back to the hideout. It took them a couple of hours as they finally arrived, since the village that they went to was a distance away from the current hideout that they were staying, as most of the time they moved from different hideouts to hideouts. They got back as they entered to see Orochimaru waiting there for them. "How was the mission?" Orochimaru asked. "It was a success," said Teiwaya, as she handed Orochimaru the box. He opened it as he read through the files. "Wonderful, wonderful," he said, that big grin on his face. "Alright, you three, go ahead and rest up. And Sasuke and Naruto, we will begin your training tomorrow, so rest well, okay?" As they all walked off, as Sasuke went to deal with some things, as Naruto went outside to clear his mind. As he stood outside looking up into the air, he then heard something behind him as Teiwaya walked up. "Hey, what are you doing, shithead?" she said. Naruto turned and looked at her with a smile. "What's with the shithead comment?" "Can't you stop calling me that?" he asked. "No, you're a shithead," she said, as Naruto sighed. "You know, I can make you stop calling me that," he said. "And how are you going to do that, shithead?" "Simply," said Naruto. As he rushed towards her, she quickly pulled out one of those knives. As she held it in front of her, Naruto brought out his katana as he raised it up and bring it down. As she held up her knife, but Naruto katana sliced right through it as electricity was on the front of it. She quickly jumped back as Naruto rushed towards her, not giving her any time to pull out her flute. As Naruto swept away her leg as he jumped on top of her, as he pinned her down to the ground. "I said, stop calling me shithead." "Let me go," she said, trying to break free. "Nah, I'm not gonna let you go until you say you're gonna stop calling me shithead." "Why would I do that, shithead?" "Well, simply, I'm not going to let you go," said Naruto. "You have to let me go sometime. You want to train, remember?" "Well, I would rather spend my time holding on to you," Naruto said, as she blushed a bit. "Come on, let go of me," she said. "Shithead." As Naruto sighed, "I just thought that you would have passed, but you're still calling me shithead." As Naruto pinned her down. "Let go of me," she said, as Naruto held on to her same way. "Alright, I'll stop calling you shithead." "Okay, shithead," she said. As Naruto sighed, "You just said it, you realize." "I promise I'll stop." "Alright," said Naruto as he released her. The moment he released her, she pushed him over as she then pinned him down to the ground. "You see, it's easy to win you over, shithead. And don't try to do that again." "And why shouldn't I?" "Because I'll hurt you. You know, I can make you release me quickly, you know that?" said Naruto. "And how are you going to do that?" she said. Naruto then brought up his face as he kissed her on the nose, as she quickly jumped back, releasing him as she was blushing. "What the hell did you just do?" she said, trying to hide her face. I kissed you on your nose?" "Why did you do it?" she asked him. "Because you weren't going to let me go until I do something drastic." As she quickly rushed away without saying anything else, as Naruto chuckled to himself, as she was the only one on the Zone 4 that he liked to hang out with. The rest of them, well, except for Jirobo, he was also cool, but Seikon and Ukon, and also Kiramaru, always act like they're the boss and try to tell him what to do, but they don't know that soon he will become strong enough to kill the three of them. Wait, why did I say three? Yeah, Jirobo, Seikon, and Kiramaru. Why did I say three? "Looks like she's messing with my mind," said Naruto. "The mission is to get as strong as possible and then we kill all of them. For now, I just have to act the part." As Naruto went back inside, we're going to have a time skip right here as time fly really quickly as Naruto got a lot of training. Him and Sasuke got a lot of training from Orochimaru, some really intense training that they will never get at Konoha. Training of life and death situation, so if they came up short, they would die. As we skip ahead 6 more months, as it's been a year now since Naruto and Sasuke have been here, we skip to the Sand Village as Temari was the Kazekage of the village, as she was given the title instead of Gaara, seeing that Gaara is still a psychotic monster that loves to kill and can't really be a Kage at the moment because him and Naruto never had that talk because Naruto tried to kill him with Sasuke. So all was on his mind was to rip Naruto to pieces, but Temari didn't share that fact as the Leaf Village and the Sand Village have a treaty right now and they didn't want to break it, and Temari was a couple years older than Gaara, so she could take the position. Gaara was currently walking in the field of the Sand Village as he looked up at the sky. It was night. As he tightened his fist, "You both got away from me once, Uchihas. Once I find you again, I will make Mother feast on your blood," he said. It was then he saw some people. They were sitting around a campfire as Gaara smiled as a pool of sand came out of the girth on his back as it flowed towards the people. "Hey, what the hell is this?" the man said as the sand crushed down on them, killing them as the blood stained Gaara's sand. As he just smiled, "More blood for you, mother," he said as he then sat down. "Soon enough, we will find them again, and I'll make sure that they're all dead," he said, that smile on his face. Back at Konoha, things has really changed over the 1 year skip. Sakura has been training really hard, pushing herself day and night because she wanted to become strong enough so that she can get back Naruto and Sasuke from Orochimaru. Knowing that Orochimaru has them, she wanted to become strong so she can get them back. But it wasn't her alone. This determined everyone to train and get stronger, seeing that Naruto and Sasuke were the two Uchihas at the village, and their presence was always known, and they were always there. But now, the place has seemed different without them. Kiba has been training with his mother and his clan mostly, while Hinata and Neji's relationship has changed over the 1 year, as the both of them started training together, as she wanted to get them back as well, and Lee was usually pushing himself to the limit to get better so he can rescue his friends soon. Meanwhile, Naruto was in the field. Sasuke was beside him, as 1,000 sound ninjas were around them, as the both of them had their eyes closed, their katana in their hands. They have grown a bit since the year, and the both of them are letting their hair grow out as it reached to their shoulder now, giving them a completely different look. "Begin," said Orochimaru, as he was a distance away. The ninjas rushed at Naruto and Sasuke. All of them had weapons, sword, kunai, small knife, sight, everything. Naruto and Sasuke snapped their eyes open, showing the hexagon and the Sharingan, as the ninjas pulled in on them. Naruto's lightning sword started to cackle as Sasuke pushed lightning chakra into his sword as well, making lightning flow off his entire body and on his sword as well. Sasuke then started spin as the lightning around him started to spin as it came around his body as the ninjas that came to him were sliced in the stomach and the lightnings were electrocuting them. Naruto jumped up into the air as he came down and stabbed his sword into the ground. As an electric force came and knocked most of them away, Naruto then dodged as a kunai passed his head. He then ran through one-handed hand sign, fire style, dragon flames, as he blew out a stream of red flames covering the area, burning most of the ninjas as they jumped back. The most of them jumped up into the air as they went through hand sign, water style, water wall, as they fire water attacks, trying to quell Naruto's fire. But Naruto vanished from the part that he was. As they all looked around, Naruto came out of the sky with a boom as he stepped into the center of crowded ninjas as he started to slice and dice. With Sasuke, lightning was coursing off of Sasuke. Chidori screamed, said Sasuke, as he then took a pulsade of lightning, shocking and killing most of them. As this went on for a while, as Orochimaru had nothing but a huge smile on his face. These two show no mercy to their enemies. Everything is just working out perfect for him. As the battle went on for a while, after a couple of minutes or so, Naruto and Sasuke were drenched in blood as their katana was soaked in their enemy's blood. As Orochimaru walked up to them, clapping his hands, as Teiwai was there as well. Well, I must say, this shit is gruesome, she said, as she looked at the dead bodies. As one of the sound ninjas rose up his hands as he wasn't dead, as Naruto plummeted his katana into the man's head, he then retracted his sword. What do you say, Orochimaru? Show no mercy to your enemies. That is perfectly right, my Naruto, Orochimaru said, with a huge smile on his face. Now, I'm all soaked in blood. Me too, said Sasuke. Well, it's better you two go get washed up, said Orochimaru, as he went off with the biggest grin on his face, knowing everything was going his way. Naruto then walked past Teiwaya, as he purposely flashed his hand as some of the blood got on her. Hey, watch it, you asshole, she said, as Naruto stopped as he turned. Meanwhile, Sasuke just headed off, just minding his own business. I always told you about that cursing, and now you're calling me an asshole, said Naruto. Yeah, what of it, she said. Well, it's simple. I'm gonna make you pay, said Naruto as he looked down at himself. And I know the perfect way. What are you talking about, she said, as Naruto started to walk towards her. As she started to step back as she tripped, as Naruto stood over her. Hey, what the hell are you going to do, she asked, as Naruto then jumped down and grabbed her and hold her in a hug, as he started to rub the blood all over her as well. Get the hell off me, she cursed. But on the inside, she kinda liked it, as over the years she has realized that she has this strange attachment to Naruto, and they're always playing and flirting, and she loved when he's around her. But she didn't want to say anything about her real feelings, because that was girly, and she doesn't like to act that way. Alright, said Naruto, I guess that is enough, as he got up, as she was now covered in blood, as she brought up her fist and punched Naruto in the face, sending him down to the ground. Hey, what was that for? What the hell do you mean what was that for? Look what you did. Come on, it isn't that bad, said Naruto. You know what? We both can just take a shower together, he said, as she froze, as she remained silent until Naruto chuckled. Oh, he's just joking, she said to herself, because if he wanted to, she would have. Wait, what am I saying? She said to herself. Screw you, she said as she walked off, as Naruto chuckled, as he just sat there on the ground. What is this feeling I feel towards her? Do I like her? He asked himself. I wonder, if I tell her about the plan, would she? No, I can't tell her anything yet. But I have to find a way to bring her with us. She would come on our side, right? I believe she liked me as well. But time will tell. I have to just spend the remaining time getting to know her better and convincing her that I am better for her than Orochimaru is. For now, gonna take a bath, said Naruto as he looked at himself. He then got up as he went off to take a shower. The next morning, Naruto was in a clearing, a distance away from the hideout, as he went off alone to just go and test out some things, because something is wrong with his hexagon. His eyes has been acting up since 2 months ago. He doesn't know what it is. As it started paying him, he looked into a mirror. That was about 2 months ago. As he saw, it was starting to change shape, but he didn't understand what was going on until it returned back to normal. And from that day on, it never changed shape again, but it was still acting up sometime. And sometimes he felt a little bit of pain, but it wasn't anything to be worried about. As Naruto was in the clearing, he jumped up to a tree as he was watching the sun. He then felt some strange chakra. As he quickly jumped down, the chakras were coming towards him at a fast speed. As he quickly readied himself, in an instant he was surrounded by 4 Anbus. As they looked at him, "Wait, it can't be," one of them said. "Yeah, it is." The leader of the Anbu squad looked at Naruto. "Uchiha Naruto," he said. "And who are you?" Naruto asked. "So, you're out here," the leader said. "We were given the order to bring you back to Konoha." "Where is Sasuke?" Naruto sighed. "Damn it, you guys." "What's wrong?" one of them asked. "Well, I'm going to have to kill you." "What?" they said as they got on guard. "Why did you guys have to find me? I can't allow you to go back to the village and tell anyone what's going on." "What is the meaning of this, Uchiha Naruto? Are you working for Orochimaru?" "Well, kind of," said Naruto, as he quickly drew his katana. Lightning crackled through it as he sent a bolt of lightning towards them, but all 4 of them jumped away. As dust filled the area, one of them jumped into a nearby tree branch. As he felt something behind him, he quickly spun around. As he saw Naruto coming down with his katana, he thrust his kunai forward, stabbing Naruto right in the stomach. It was then that Naruto's whole skin turned red. As Naruto exploded, it was an explosive clone that killed him as the other 3 jumped out to the clearing. Sasuke was also out, practicing a few things by himself as he saw the explosion in the clearing out there. As he quickly rushed over there, the other 3 looked around. "Where is he?" they said. As they scanned the area, Naruto was suppressing his chakra so good that they couldn't sense him. The ground then break open beneath their feet as a bolt of lightning came out as the 3 of them separated. As Naruto jumped out of the ground, he quickly ran through a hand sign, water style, water dragon. As there was a stream nearby, as Naruto created a water dragon from it, as it rushed towards one of them, as Naruto ran through hand sign again, fire style, red streaming flame, as he sent red streams of flame towards the other. Lightning slash, he said, as he sent out a bolt of lightning from his katana to the other one. As the 3 of them managed to get out of the attack's way and jump to a safe distance. "We were not ordered to kill him," said one of them. "I know, but this kid, he's stronger than we thought, and he's coming for our heads." As the 2 of them was talking, they turned back and looked at Leader. "Leader, what should we..." But they were surprised as a sword was sticking through the leader's chest. As the sword retracted and the leader fell to the ground with a thud as they saw Sasuke standing there. "So the both of you are working for him?" said one of the Anbus. "You're correct," said a voice beside him. As he turned around to see Naruto, before he could do anything, Naruto plummeted his sword into the man's chest. "Now for you," Naruto said as he summoned a clone. The clone rushed towards the remaining one as he jumped away as he was trying to get out of here, seeing that he couldn't take on these 2 boys. That was quite embarrassing for 2 boys to be doing him like that, but he must report it to the Hokage. As Sasuke landed in front of him, as Naruto landed behind him. "Where do you think you're going?" said Naruto. "Hey, Naruto," said Sasuke, "let's try out that new move we were talking about, okay?" "But we haven't come up with a name for it yet," said Naruto. "Let's just try it," as the Anbu was in the middle as he was quite confused. As Sasuke's sword started to flare with fire around it, as lightning crackled off of Naruto's blade. As the Anbu stood there, he then jumped up in the air to try and jump to the side. But the rocks on the clearing poof as they turn into a clone of Naruto as they slam their feet into his chest, sending him back down to the ground. "Oh, you're not going anywhere," said Naruto. "Now, Sasuke!" As Naruto released a bolt of lightning, as Sasuke released a hot stream of fire, and the Anbu was in the dead center as there was a huge explosion. Take that! The divine light, the divine sparkle, the fire electricity, the blasting rage, those all sound stupid, said Sasuke. Now, let's get rid of these guys. But guys, in the end this right here. If you want to see the next episode of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on that bell notification, stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also go ahead and check out a new episode of What If Naruto. Join the Akatsuki that I post on this channel. And also go over to Anime King, where I post a new episode of What If Tsunade was Naruto's mother. And I also post a new episode of What If Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu. So switch over there and enjoy those. And thank you all again for your help and your support. And remember, if you're new and you enjoy the videos, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2, guys. And thank you for your help. And remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, I'm out of here, guys. Peace.